You ain't got the
over fucking life.
It was a high school fucking production, dude. Why is that hard to believe?
That you went to high school? I don't know.
I did. I didn't finish it, but I went.
So anyway, like Ooga, fucking Ooga, and all that. I'm streaming with fucking Dindro and Drunken Uncle. We got these other guys here. Yeah, we're live now.
I knew we were live. I just didn't want. I didn't say.
How long have we been live?
Just now.
Oh, that's all right then. That's all right.
Oh, hey, you know, Schmecko, should I fire a link off to Politipod because he's a huge fan of Drunken Uncle.
No.
What? Really?
If Politipod is a huge fan of Drunken Uncle, let him beg for a fucking link.
At least let him know you're doing a stream.
I mentioned him to you. That should be good enough.
Here's the thing. I've heard that name before, but I've never looked it up because I'm a bit of a cunt.
No, Politipod's a cunt. Nobody likes him.
That's why it's weird that he would know who I am.
He's a fan of yours. That's all I'm saying.
He knew who I was. Yeah, he knew who I was. So you know,
weird. It's weird. Like hearing you've got, someone's a fan of you. Even my mum doesn't like my videos. Oh, I don't get it.
Yours too, huh? My mom is deeply upset with me.
He knew who I was, and he came on a stream with me, Whitey, and Gemini, and we like kicked him out over and over again. He kept getting like different accounts.
That's weird. Normally it's the white YouTuber that gets kicked out.
Yeah, but none of it. It was a white YouTuber. It was his stream, so.
I still find a way to kick out.
Politipod will always come back.
Yeah, always.
If you boot him, he's got at least 5-6 more accounts.
Send him the stream link then, so we can get a soundbite of me saying, "Hey, Politipod, I don't know who you are."
Samaj, please invite him.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll see if he's up. We'll see if he's up.
How are we doing today, then, gents? We've got a dog. We've got an Iron Man version of Monkey. We've got a gorilla in a top hat, and a pedo.
That's me. That's me.
No, I was referring to me.
I'm the pedo.
Well,
we have something in common, bro.
You know that. You're almost 40. Kristen's what, like 13, 14?
Yeah, she's 16.
Fucking get out, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, bro. What channel are we on? I don't see it on the Cuntstream channel.
We're not on the Cuntstream. We're on my channel.
Where are we? Oh, we're on Schmeckle.
Do you want to shut the link in the sidebar so I can tweet it out?
I can actually do that by myself for once. Look at that, Simon. You didn't have to do a thing.
Yeah, now it's there. I'm going to think about doing it.
Oh, you sit there and think long and hard.
Now, don't tell me what to do, bro.
Are you able to think, considering how drunk you are?
Oh, quite drunk.
Yeah, a Drunken Uncle actually showed up a lot more sober than he usually does.
Bro, it is 6:45 a.m. in the UK, yeah?
Yep, professional. You're a professional.
We got the Politipod. Look at that.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, Drunken
Who's
Uncle.
the Politipod?
I've literally streamed with you before.
I wasn't sure if you had it or not. I don't get a chance to see every stream. So I thought, hey, I remember Politipod said he's a big fan of yours.
Of whose?
This is the first time
I just got it. Politipod means political podcast.
I didn't draw. Shut the fuck up.
Holy shit, dude. That's fucking great.
Oh, shit. That's
fuck no.
what
That's
it
the
means.
first time I thought of that, too.
My days.
I'm going to fucking hang myself.
That's actually really clever.
It's not clever at all.
It's the smartest thing I've ever heard in my life.
None of us ever figured it out.
It's so simple that anyone should have taken it, but literally no one did.
So, Politipod, I hear you'd like to suck my dick.
Yeah.
Excuse me? I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Somebody fucking listened to the stream before he fucking joined.
Yes.
I'm talking to my fucking girlfriend, man. What the fuck are you talking about? We're playing.
Good lad. Sorry, I
Walking
didn't
Dead,
hear
man.
any of that. I just tune you out.
Oh,
Let's start kicking them out now. Can we do that?
Yeah. Now's the time. Politipod. Can you tell us about all your political opinions and?
nah, I'm gonna get up.
I know your
I gotta go sleep. I got.
Get out.
Good
Yeah.
talking to you.
He's not coming
no,
back
you
though.
kicked him out. Don't kick him out. He likes me.
He's got like 6 more accounts. Don't worry.
He's not coming back.
Right. We
He's not
got
coming
a
back.
white
He knew.
YouTuber in the area. Okay.
He got ahead of it. We shouldn't have said it on live on air.
Is this gonna be like one of those codes? Oh yeah, we got a code, Whitey. He's got like so many fucking
Code
accounts.
white.
Go white. It means
Hey,
two
Drunken,
things.
you were talking about having been in a play.
Yeah, I've done many a play in my time, mate.
Can you list them out alphabetically?
Oh no, yeah. What from A to Z?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to go that far. I mean, you could go halfway down if you wanted to.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'll start. Well, I did Oklahoma.
You did.
I also want to point out that we have like what are you, Brit or whatever? Who also
No, mate, I'm New fucking Zealand. You tosser. What the
No,
fuck is
you're not even close to New
I
Zealand.
accused of being you. Said that he thought you were British and he's New Zealandish.
Who is?
Crazy cat. I don't know who the fuck was that guy.
Crazy cat
gentleman.
gentleman.
There, mate. I ain't got a clue who that is.
Yeah, I thought it was you, and it's because you sound exactly the same, and that reaffirms it. If you're New Zealand.
No. I have far from a fucking New Zealand accent, mate. If anything, when it comes to Great Britain accents, of course, there are many regional accents and dialects, and I love them all, which is why I've taken on kind of every single one of them. Which is why you can't really tell my accent. You wouldn't be able to tell where I'm from the way I talk, because it sounds like I'm from fucking everywhere. But
You're from
at the same
Manchester.
time,
You're from Manchester.
It also sounds like I'm from fucking New Zealand as well. I know I'm not from Manchester, mate.
You're
because
from Liverpool. I got it.
Right. Oh yeah, because I'm from Liverpool. I've worked out how to press a button on my computer, and I'm from Liverpool. Yeah, well done, mate.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair point.
Wait, you're from Liverpool? Isn't that where the fucking Beatles are from? Because you sound nothing like them.
No. The Beatles sound like that. The Beatles don't even sound like they're from Liverpool. They've got this weird thing going on. Peace and love and peace.
What's her name?
Is that no Liverpool accent?
Otterface sounds like she's...
Otterface, mate. Otterface is just like, oh, you want to know something about Islamism? Nah, completely different.
No, she sounds like a fucking... She sounds like the Beatles, and she's...
Yeah.
No, she doesn't, mate, because the Beatles would be like, can't buy me love. It would have been completely fucking different.
Sang it.
I feel like we've touched on a soft spot here.
I'm not from... Yeah, because the soft spot is I'm not from fucking Liverpool.
Yeah, you're from New Jersey. This whole time.
New Jersey in Manchester.
I guess. I mean, there's a London
Everyone's
in
just
Canada.
sat there going, is there a New Jersey in Manchester? We don't know.
I don't know anything about your silly country.
Look, all I know is that there's silly towns out there called Dildo. All right, anything is possible.
Joke to the rest.
Oh yeah. Brilliant. Come from a country that has Beaver Creek. Yeah. You take the piss.
No, we're not saying our country's good.
Beaver Creek. That's the first thing you can think of is
more
Beaver
of a
Creek.
joke than yours.
It's the only thing I would ever have to think of. Let's be fair.
When you get out to the more regional areas here, you can't pronounce any of them because it's all like Aboriginal sounding names, and half of them are like...
Yeah, we have those dumb names with a bunch of like Q's in a row and shit.
It's fucking diversity named, and it's stupid as all hell. Not only that, we also have like Frenchies over here, or as most people like to call them, the Quebecese or Quebecois. Or
Quebecois, and yeah, they're
foreigners.
Some of the worst people in the world.
They're the worst kind of immigrants.
No, they're the worst kind of immigrants because they're not immigrants. They live here. They just act like immigrants.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna fucking treat them like immigrants. They're a fucking bunch of pretentious pricks.
All of them.
Oh yeah, fucking Quebec. Yeah.
They are a population of people in the middle of our country who refuse, and like as a province across the fucking board.
Canada for Canadians only.
Speaking as a Quebecian myself, I resent that.
I certainly hope so. That's the idea.
If you turn out to be French Canadian, I'm gonna be really mad at you.
Would you believe me though? That's the thing. No one believes me. Right? There's one person online who knows where I'm from. Sorry, two people. There's two people.
No,
and they didn't believe it.
You're from like fucking Alaska or like Nunavut or some shit like that.
Yeah. I am Sarah Palin. Very good.
You're just really good at putting on an accent.
I am. I'm actually. You're half right. I'm really good at putting on accents, which is why the voice that I use for videos and live streaming is actually nothing like the way I really sound.
Yeah, and none of us could tell that. We all thought that was your real voice, Opal.
It's called naturalism, my man. Naturalism.
You're gonna have to elaborate on that point.
Oh, okay. It is the purpose of sounding natural. Is that better?
That's not really naturalism.
How the fuck does this sound natural?
Well, you didn't notice.
He did really. He actually asked you what your real voice sounds like the first time you came in.
Oh, it couldn't be down to the fact the amount of times on live streams I've said this isn't what my voice really sounds like.
Yep. I think it is, though. I think you're lying.
Mate, no one is as articulate, but expressive as I am, because I'll be
still what your voice sounds like. You're just exaggerating. You're playing a character.
Are you
exactly.
That's your voice, though.
That's your fucking voice.
That's your fucking voice. It's like Wozlee exaggerates a little bit, but then when you talk to him, it's like, yeah, that's Wozlee. I recognize his voice because.
Oh yeah. You imagine that me at a funeral or some shit. And I walk into the funeral. Hey, I'm drunken uncle and everything. I'm so sorry for your loss.
He was a really good man. I really liked him while he was living. He taught us some good lessons. He did.
Nobody's confused about that.
That was such a good impression. I thought that I was in the stream twice.
I bet you really are like that. I bet you go to funerals and you're just like, what the fuck? Who died?
I only go to funerals to eat the buffet.
Isn't it crazy that we die? That's my impression of you. It's not very good. I got to work on it.
Hey, I'm sorry Dad died, but isn't it funny the way he died? Look at his expression.
You're not a million miles off.
There's something there.
The dodgy thing is, right, because I mean, there was a time when I first started a channel that I was doing videos daily for about fucking 3-4 months.
Yeah.
And the voice it crept in, guys, it crept in.
Yeah.
Right, so it would be a case of like I'm at Tesco or something, and I just you want to pay by card or cash? Oh, I'll do cash, mate. Fucking brilliant.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. For the first like 4 or 5 months of my channel, I was posting like daily, and yeah, I started having to control whether or not I called people cunts in real life.
I don't have that control. I respect you.
It becomes addicting, isn't it? The swearing and saying cunt all the time.
It was at the point where I'd be like, thanks. Thank you.
I live and work in an environment where I don't have to censor myself too much, but here's the thing. Like, obviously, when I do my videos, I'm a little different, but it's still my voice. Like, I'm talking to you now like a normal person. This is how I really talk. But when I do the videos, it's like, hello, I'm Edindro. That's
when do you do those videos, Eddie?
Once every 2 months or something.
That's how it's going now, is it? All right.
It seems to be going that way. Yeah. I mean, dude, I got a fucking real life. I've been working 60-hour weeks.
It's one thing to not upload for 2 months, but don't sit there and lie to me about having a life.
No. It's the opposite. Working 60-hour weeks is not having a life. I'm sorry.
No,
I made more videos when I was working 60 hours a week than I do now.
You were doing what?
60 hours a week. It was a perfect schedule. It was like get home, make a video, go to sleep, wake up, go to work.
Yeah, okay. Well, I do have a life then because there's other things I want to do than come home and make a video.
I'm in the style of Schmeckaway.
Than the kid.
I have to agree with Schmeckaway. That's the way it's been for me for the best part of a year now. I'm getting on for 8 months, I think. You get up, you go to work. In my case, you finish work and then you do another work, and then you come home, you make a video, and you
That's right. You have 2 jobs.
I've got 3 jobs, including
3?
YouTube.
Oh well, yeah. YouTube doesn't count.
I've been keeping myself down to 1 video a year.
I think
so is Eddie.
Well, to be fair, the last time you tried to make,
I don't want to overdo it.
Shut down, Omni.
Who? What?
Oh, sorry, you're a pedo.
Who? What?
What?
Someone just talk, for fuck's sake.
Exactly. Somebody who's not the pedophile, say something. Samaj?
10 gigs.
Drunken
I
uncle.
feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable?
I need an adult. I mean, a proper one. None of you drunks.
Can I would it be all right if I told you guys a story?
I would love
Yes,
a drunken
please.
uncle story.
I've had a couple of beers and I'm in story mode.
Good
you know,
story.
you start a game, and you start the game and it'd be like, do you want a tutorial or challenge or battle, or do you want story mode? We're all clicking on story mode right now because it's been that amount of drinks.
All right.
I
thought that was the start of your story, but
yeah, I was leading it. It was the preamble. Do you mind? Sorry.
Hell, I've been rambling for the last 20 minutes and didn't know I had the thing fucking muted.
well, it's probably a good thing, Red. Is anyone thinking of like what was it? Sacramento?
I don't know. What's your favorite state?
Sacramento. My favorite state?
I like Oklahoma.
Never been to Oklahoma. I like Indiana.
No? Oh, Oklahoma, when the wind keeps sweeping down the
I guess he didn't like Oklahoma.
I guess when I did it, it was too early, but he wasn't.
Oh, is
doing
he gone?
it.
Oh, you actually made him go. Oh, well done. I feel bad now. But only in the respect
you said the phrase.
I was against it because I kind of I like
word.
I like Rhett though. I like him. He's just old. He's just old. That's all. There's no big deal.
And
he was being radio
old,
because I'm telling Schmeckle that radio is a fucking art form.
It's an art form. I studied it
in
university,
as much as this is an art form, and this is not a fucking art form.
No, actually, I'll tell you what. There is very little difference between live streaming and radio, right? I studied radio in university.
Here's the difference. The difference is that any fucking dumb piece of shit can get on a fucking Google Hangout and broadcast it.
Exactly. By the way, yes.
But there are better Hangouts than others, and this one does not count in the category of the better ones.
This doesn't even count as a Hangout.
I put it on my channel.
Yeah, this doesn't even count as a Hangout. This is a joke.
Right, so I'm going to tell you a story, right? Everyone here, you remember your first girlfriends, right?
No.
Nope.
Oh, sorry. You've had a girlfriend, right?
Yes.
No. Okay. Yes. Should have known. The thing about having your first girlfriend is right. When you'll be 16, 17 years old, and you might be allowed to spend the night in her house.
Yeah.
And there's always a thing you get to know the parents and shit like that. And the dad will always make you sure that he shows you his gun cabinet.
Door's open. You got to keep the door open.
Gotta keep the door open, mate, just in case.
Yeah.
So you got that first night and you're sleeping in the girl's bed, right? And you have just...
Okay, that didn't happen when I was 16. I did not end up with a girl that allowed me... We had to do things when the parents weren't home.
17, 18.
I was allowed in her room and her, like...
Well, in which case then, guys, I'm going to have to ask you to suspend your disbelief and put the purpose on it of the time.
No, I want everything to be told. I want everything
I've got to
be told through my window, the window of my eye.
You want the authenticity? Okay, all right.
Yeah, at least 10 years.
Go into a girl's house and she still lives with her parents, right? And you have got the permission to stay there the night. Okay, you've got the coveted position of we've got to know you. Yes, you're allowed to fuck my daughter. That's basically what it means.
That's what that means, yeah.
Yeah,
so
no, that was, again, I'm probably 10 years younger than Actually, all three of you. I think.
Okay, so you're about to shag someone. That's fine, mate. Being a virgin's all right. Don't worry about it.
No, unless you're a lot younger than I'm 24. I think you guys are all in your 30s or up, right?
Yeah, you're hurting me right now.
I got a decade on you. Yeah, a literal decade on you.
But yeah, it was a little different for me. Like, I never got. It might also be because I'm Canadian. Never
it's
got.
All right, mate. You'll get laid. Don't worry about it. Just hang in there.
I have a fucking kid.
For the rest of us, it'd be a case of we're allowed to stay there.
Where'd you get it?
I found it on the street. It was
okay. You need to give it back, dude.
I'm not giving it back. It thinks I'm its mother.
Give the kid back, man. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Even if it is your kid, give it back. Just shove it back.
You hear that?
It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea to have
just
a kid.
corkscrew it up there. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's where it's been 6 months or 9 months there. It knows what it's doing.
It's fine. It knows how to survive
well enough. It'll find its way back.
It'll adjust itself.
You're allowed to stay there, right? You're allowed to. You got the permission to stay. You're right. You're allowed to fuck my older, and that's what the parents are saying. If you're going to stay here the night, then yes, we understand that you will be sticking
fucking
it to our daughter. Yeah, they understand that.
Yeah.
No, that's not the problem. That's awkward enough. The problem is when in the middle of the night you wake up and need a piss. Now this is where the real problem comes in, because you got to go out to the toilet.
Pants on. You always put your fucking pants on.
You always put your. Of course, you put your pants on, but this isn't the. That's not the problem. You put your pants on. That is a matter of dignity more than anything. But you got to go to the bathroom and you have to piss. And obviously, there's the problem of, do you piss in the center of the water? No, of course we don't. We piss on the side of the bowl.
In the sink. We piss in the sink like normal men.
If you will.
Yeah.
In my mind, I just wanted to piss on my girlfriend and blame it on her. Well, I think that would have been easier.
Yeah.
But you have to piss and then, right, you come to this conclusion. Do I pull the flush?
Yes, you always pull the flush.
Yeah. No.
It's much better to wake them up than to leave piss in their toilet.
This is here's the solution. This is your first night staying there. Do you wake everyone up?
Flushing a toilet doesn't wake people. Flushing a toilet doesn't.
At the back. You piss in the tank at the back. They don't notice till the next morning after you've already left.
Do you do what I did and take a bit of tissue paper, fold it in half, and put it in the water? Do you blame it on your girlfriend?
No.
That's
you
my
flush the toilet. The reason you flush the toilet is the toilet flushing in the middle of the night do not wake people up. Nobody wakes up to a toilet flushing.
I'd probably just flush, but if I knew for a fact the flush would wake them up, yeah, I might drop some toilet paper in there.
Blame it on the girlfriend.
Why not just put a note? I didn't flush because I didn't want to wake you up. Sorry.
That's brilliant. Actually,
do that.
It's probably the best way to go. And
rancid shit as well. Like, I'm sorry.
yeah. Or just do it in the yard. Do it in the garden.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If everyone's asleep and you're that worried about having to flush, just walk in. I
did honestly contemplate that, but they had an alarm system for the bottom half of the house.
I wouldn't even have stayed there.
They have fucking potted plants.
I gotta go outside to smoke. I've been smoking since I was 12. There's no.
Oh no, that was when we were together like a year later, and I would be the one. I had the alarm codes. I would set the alarm when I'd have my last smoke. And then the thing is, they didn't know what I was smoking, so I was all good.
Good. They didn't know it was cigarettes. It was cigarettes, not weed.
Yeah, I was smoking crack.
Oh, okay.
Dalter's crack.
I'll be right back.
Have you ever wondered why his pupils are different sizes? Years.
It's just abuse. Just abuse.
No. Be right back, guys.
I don't know who you are.
Oh, and now you're here with probably the most valuable person on YouTube right now, Samaj Zed.
Indeed.
Samaj, tell Drunken Uncle why you matter. I'm gonna have a smoke too.
Yeah, if you want to tell me anything, mate, tell me why all these people got to go outside to smoke.
That's a good question. Why the fuck do you guys go outside? I know why
I'm actually gonna be smoking like immediately in front of the mic, just bong sounds.
Well, I know why you.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, well, I know why Schmeckel smokes outside. He's got kids, so I mean, I'm sure there's.
Oh fuck, Schmeckel's kids, mate. They ain't even hot.
They ain't even hot. Well, then that's not something I'd say live on air in front of other people. Like
it's
potentially
saying they are hot, isn't it? Like, I'm totally attracted to his kids. That would be worse.
Are you?
I never even met him, mate.
Okay, then. Sorry, I'm not like I'm trying to get you in a gotcha moment. Not like I'm working with Chris Hansen or anything.
To catch a drunken uncle.
not like someone's gonna come knock at your door and tell you to sit down. Well, the cops are waiting outside. No, of course not.
Fool's on them, mate. I'm already sat down. Come on up. You're all good.
I recently heard that show, that To Catch a Predator, didn't make a cent of money because everyone who they kept catching would sue them, or there was like one terrible incident where like they tried to catch a guy and he actually killed himself before the police can get to him.
Whoa, seriously? I missed that episode.
Well, yeah, obviously it didn't air. It had, they had all these fucking lawsuits left, right, and center. For every cent they would have made in ratings and advertising and all that kind of stuff, they lost it all.
Yes,
that was epic.
No, it wasn't. That was a weak one.
Oh, fuck you! It was epic. Take your call.
Oh, was that a weak one?
Yeah,
I think you might burp like I fart.
Someone's got to tell this guy to take a compliment. Like, fucking take a compliment. Your burps are fucking epic.
I know what I can do, bro. I know what I'm capable of. I don't need to
yeah.
This is amateur league, bro.
Are you suppressed to like peer pressure? Can I make you like drink up like huge amounts of pop and have you go right at it? Can I get you to do that? No.
Get it 100.
No.
Yeah,
some shit like that.
No, I'm immune to peer pressure, my friend.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I don't think you are already.
It wouldn't matter because I am not currently among my peers. So.
Fuck you.
Go. I mean, I'd kind of consider you my peer, right?
You're your peer.
I've not really been in the case where I've been the one pressuring you to do something, but you're pretty influential. Easily influenced.
I consider myself both of your superior, but nobody else seems to agree.
That's true, but you gotta stick with what you know.
Exactly, I gotta stick to that fact and hope other people pick up on it.
Yeah.
But I've been farting quite a lot past half hour. And does anyone get anyone else get this with their farts? Just make them hungry.
I can't say that happens.
No, are you serious? Like your fart, like a couple of seconds later, you go, "Do you know what? I really fancy a hamburger."
I actually know what you're talking about. I think it's
you do. Thank you.
I know what happens is it makes you aware of what's going on in your stomach. You're already hungry, technically.
Yeah.
But you feel that movement, and then the comes out, and you're like, I just lost a little bit. I could eat.
Yeah, I need to regain that.
And, get that back in there.
What does it smell like? Fried mushrooms. We need to replace that.
Yeah, no, I can't say that I've ever farted and smelled.
Yeah, you're a kid. You're just a kid. You're a kid. Yeah,
what do you know?
Kids having kids in this world.
Yeah, you don't have any knowledge, mate. You don't know how to live.
Yeah.
I
think it's Drunken. How old are you again?
I'm 30 years old, my man. Oh,
just
that
30?
Hurt.
You're younger than the other two.
Yeah. I'm
30 even. Okay.
30 even, yeah, 30. It's a bingo number.
It's in my opinion, it's more like you don't know how to die.
Yeah,
like, we're on that side of the fence.
My internal organs have been trying to make me die for so long, but I just won't let them.
That's what I'm saying. Like for a normal, healthy person, we're not quite middle-aged, but for us, I think we're probably over the hill at this point.
I'm definitely at 3/4.
Yeah, I don't expect to live to 60 would be a miracle.
Yeah, to be fair,
be
there's
incredible.
a good chance I'm middle-aged for my lifespan at this point.
No. At least physically.
Yeah. Trust me, I probably look older than both of you.
This chat, by the way, I've been looking at this.
I'm not Liz Reptile old, but I'm old.
Right. Here's the thing you say about you looking older than both. Right. I look like I'm 16, mate. I've got a fucking Dorian Gray thing going on.
Are you ever going to show your face? Are you ever going to do a reveal?
No.
Why not? Just do it. Just do it
right,
like I did.
No. I've been acting for my entire life. I've been a professional actor for fucking 16 years now. If anyone were to link my face back to my YouTube channel, I would be unemployable.
Okay, can you send me what it is so I can watch your YouTube channel?
I would do, mate, if I trusted you one job.
I know who Sir Sick is. I know who a lot of people are. I don't say shit.
I'm sure, and I know who
you are. You know what I get for it? You know what I get for it? The other day, Kristen doxed me on Twitter. I got doxed.
You probably fucking deserve that, you untrustworthy bastard. No, fuck no.
I have never doxed anyone in my life.
There's two people online who know what I look like.
Well,
eventually,
I think you should.
I'm gonna know what you look like.
The rest of us in that.
No, I wouldn't trust Schmeckel for.
No, you can definitely trust Schmeckel. I haven't shown anyone what Samaj looks like, and it's fucking hilarious.
Schmeckel, I don't even trust Eddie. Fuck off.
I am the most trustworthy person.
I am clearly the most trustworthy person on YouTube.
No.
Look at the monocle. I clearly have class.
I don't know. A trustworthy person would have less.
Why the fuck do you care? It's not like you recognize me.
I know I don't. It's not that I would recognize you. I want to know what this channel is and what you do on it.
Well, you can know that by seeing anything else but my fucking image. You can watch my videos, Eddie.
Huh?
You could watch my videos to see what the channel's about. You don't need to see my face. So like, look at him and go like,
"Oh no!" I thought you were saying that there's another
your face.
Bridge on his nose. Obviously, he's very humorous. It's not. Don't worry about that.
No. I think my wires got crossed because I thought that you were saying that you do this drunken uncle thing, but you're a professional actor. And if I knew who you were, I could find other YouTube videos where you do show your face.
That is actually the case.
You're Jacksepticeye. I knew it.
Normally I get accused of being grade A under A, so this is a nice change.
Yeah. There's that too. I forgot about him. I haven't seen his stuff in a while.
I was so happy when he came back. He was like, "Oh, grade A season 2," and I'm like, "Thank fuck he's back." People are stopping accusing him of being him now.
Yeah, but in the context, well, you could still be you. But in the context of what we're talking about, it would make more sense that you were Skepticeye because he shows his face. We know who he is.
I suppose it was, but Skepticeye is Irish.
I don't care. You just said you don't use the same voice.
You all sound the exact fucking same. You're not.
That, my friend, is racist.
Is it
Irish
racist?
Is it really?
Where's Skepticeye from? Is it Northern or Southern?
Xenophobia. It's xenophobia.
The city of xenophobia.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a similarity between what you're doing and what Jacksepticeye is doing.
Yes, because of course Jacksepticeye would go, "Do you know what? I'm gonna fuck the million or so viewers that I've got and start from zero."
You wouldn't. It's exciting.
Like starting a new server on Minecraft.
I don't know. Like my whole YouTube quote unquote career has been just sort of shitting all over my audience, so it seems to work.
I'd actually want to rectify you there, Eddie, and say most of your YouTube career has been not doing anything.
Okay, fair, but I had steady growth until I stopped. So what does that say? Shitting all over my audience, gain subs, stop, not lose subs, but just sort of stagnate. So what that demonstrates to me is that you should just shit all over your subscriber base. They love it. They love being shit on. They love being told that
They
they're
do.
nothing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm all on that. You know how you got like Jake Paul's fan base are called Jake Paulers and shit like that. Mine are called fuck ugly hatchlings, and they're fine with it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's because you have to accept the fact that the people who watch people like us, some of them are intelligent people who, are interested in the viewpoints and will also take in the viewpoints.
All right, mate. Everyone subscribe to his Patreon. Can you finish now? Fuck it up.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say the vast majority of them are fucking morons.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I don't like people who pretend that they know everything.
Like the person that said it and therefore agree with the opinion. A lot of
talk seriously.
And obviously more for the two of you, since you have much more viewers.
Oh no, don't be silly. I've made my fucking subscribers by shitting all over them.
Like a lot of them are stupid people.
Yeah. Well, judging by my last video, I think I effectively killed my channel by not by prioritizing real life and work. Fuck me, right? Fuck me, right?
No,
nothing you say would get me to fuck you.
The degree to which people will agree with creators that they like, even when those creators are wrong.
See,
I think my biggest mistake was uploading stream after stream without making original content, but still having that alert go off, and then they go, "Fuck, it's a stream. Fuck, it's a stream," and then eventually they click the bell.
That's an interesting point.
Eventually they click the bell, and that's the biggest mistake that I made was not moving my streams to another channel. I think that's the biggest thing.
Eddie, it's an interesting point coming off of yours, right? I did consistent content for best part, about fucking 8 months up until this point. My channel turns 1 year old in November the 2nd. It's coming up, guys. It's going to be great. And I was doing daily content. I was uploading a video every
that I've never done.
Day.
That I've never been capable of doing that.
I
don't understand.
I was starting off like 6 minutes and everything, and then I upgraded to 10 minutes as people were saying like, no, I want to hear more and everything.
No, but you upgraded to 10 minutes so you could add a fucking ad. That's what you did.
Ads weren't a problem at the time, mate, because I was under 10,000 subscribers.
But you could still add ad. Oh, you couldn't monetize.
Oh no, that was before. No,
you can monetize. What am I saying? I have 5,300 subscribers. I can monetize.
That was before that. Yeah, that was my mistake. But then it was a case of like, I had certain milestones set up. Like at 50 subscribers, I will make my subscriber count viewable. And then at 100, I'll make a new avatar. Then at 250, we're going to do something else. We're going to, when we get to 2,000, we're going to have an AMA. When we get to 5,000, we're going to answer it.
That's too much work.
The thing is, saying that the audience base is stupid or thick or dense is, fair enough when you're talking about the internet as a whole. But the thing is, you attract a certain subscriber base. You attract a certain audience who want to hear what you want to say. And the reason they want to hear what you want to say is because that's what they want to hear. So if you're going to call your audience stupid, then you got to call yourself stupid as well, man.
Well, no.
That's true.
Don't exactly agree with that statement, but yeah, certainly I'm stupid.
No, I totally agree. With that.
I wasn't even talking so much about my viewers, because I have so few that I've run into a small.
Well, the reality, the harsh reality is that a lot of my viewers are absolutely 100% more intelligent than I am.
I get that.
Well, no, I have noticed
that
than I am.
The more intelligent ones, though, are also the least tolerable. Like you can't fucking see them doing their own channel usually, because they are just like red in the face, angry at everything all the time.
That is because there is no such thing as a happy, smart person. No such thing.
Exactly. Intellectualism is there's an intellectual trap somewhere along the line that just fucking makes your life miserable. You don't want to know too much. Try to strive for mediocre. And that's a good principle for like every aspect of life. Just middle of the road. Don't aim too high.
For every fan you've got who's more intelligent than you are, you've probably got at least 5 or 6 who are, you know, going to accept anything that reaffirms their beliefs.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but then I've done videos on like fucking anti-transgenderism. Not necessarily anti, but just like, look, you're a dickhead. You're not trans. And then I've got people in my audience just saying like, as a genuine trans person, I'm ashamed to be affiliated with this person.
Yep.
And that doesn't seem dumb.
Yep.
No, and see, I'm not ashamed to be affiliated with any of my fans. Fans is probably the wrong word. Viewers.
I prefer to say audience. I don't like fans myself. I really don't like that word.
My viewers, my audience.
We're not there yet. Anyway,
I'm not ashamed.
You have to be literally a celebrity at that point. Like I cringe whenever Armored Skeptic says it, and he has 500,000 subs.
I cringe when anyone fucking says it, mate.
When Robert Downey Jr. says it, I understand.
No, even then, I don't care.
Has fans. There's no denying.
Robert Downey Jr. legitimately has fans. But
I get that. But for Robert Downey Jr. to say fans is a little bit degrading.
You're right. You're right. But it's because
it's not really because fans.
No. Because think about what fan means. It means fanatic. It means fanatic.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's no positive context for fanatic in reality, but we don't use it that way.
There's not. No, you're right. There's not. Again,
we don't use it that way.
For audience of viewers, yeah.
It's a word that's
as I was saying.
And while we're here, my pronouns are. Don't worry.
Yeah, you didn't write that bit, did you?
I
got you pegged, dude. I got you pegged.
I'm not embarrassed.
You're just a master writer. You have written every live stream you've been in.
I won't. I have not written them, but I have rehearsed them.
That would be brilliant. That would be actually brilliant. Unmute, Uncle. What are you doing?
Yeah, my timing didn't work on that.
Yeah. Anyway, that would be great if you could actually script every live stream you're gonna be in. That's my bit for Roy's next collab.
What are you trying to say, Schmeckel?
Yeah, I was just trying to say I don't. I'm not embarrassed to be associated with any of our viewers or any of that shit. But
you would be if you knew them in person.
There's a good chance that I wouldn't like a lot of them.
Yeah, I bet they're probably a bunch of pieces of shit.
Well, no, and that's the thing. A lot of I'm not saying most, obviously. A lot of them,
probably most.
We've done charity streams. There are a lot of them who are very generous and with such a small viewer base. I'm not saying,
but in reality, they're probably mostly
a lot of them though are
pathetic losers who. Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying that's probably most. Most of them are probably pathetic losers. They're watching us on a Saturday night rather than
what a bunch of idiots.
Rather than doing other shit, you know.
Yeah.
But
I haven't made contact with you. Hang on.
I'm not saying most are dumb.
I did a video last week with Sir Sick. Okay, fuck you guys. In a while, a week is a while. You motherfuckers need to watch some fucking Netflix or something. watch some Daredevil or House of Cards. By the way, my new sponsor is Netflix now. That would be nice. God, that would be nice.
Oh my days, I could so be a sponsor for Netflix. Oh, Netflix is sponsor me.
That's
Mate,
fucking all
90% of that content, right? I could so do that.
Yeah, except then I get to Iron Fist and I'd be like, don't do it, don't bother.
Now that we've brought up Netflix, I'm going to be working on a video tomorrow. I want to get your opinions. What do you think about Suit Yourself's claims that this new show, Loudmouth or Big Mouth or whatever it is, the new
Big Mouth
original Big Mouth, is pedophile propaganda to normalize child
is this the one about children going through puberty?
Yeah, I think it's.
Okay.
I think he's reading too much into it.
Yeah,
and I think every bit of outrage that I've seen is retarded. It's
no, but that's sorry, go on.
No, you go on. You seem very passionate.
I was going to say that's the thing about Suit Yourself is that it does have these insights into things that people wouldn't have ordinarily thought of, you know. So it might seem like overthinking. But in anything, you see it as overthinking. I see it as insight.
That's not the case here because people have been saying that
we're not, but it really seems like
the reason is because it's kids going through puberty, but they don't look like teenagers. They look a lot younger.
They do. They do.
It was brought up off air before this. South Park has done much worse. Cartman has sucked dicks.
Yeah.
Most of the male characters have.
You can bring South Park into this.
Of course I can, because this is a show also aimed at adults.
There is probably some logic to that, though, that they look at South Park and they.
I don't see any logic. Eddie does. Carry on.
Both of these shows.
Morty doesn't like. How old is Morty in Rick and Morty? Morty's like a little fucking kid.
That's the thing. I always never understood about the Citadel. Is that why is it full of Mortys of the same age? Why has no one ever grown up?
It's only Rick's and only Morty.
Why were they born in the same year?
Because the original Morty didn't grow up. It's following the Simpsons logic, whereas everybody's just the same age right now.
But Rick and Morty doesn't follow that logic. It follows an interdimensional logic.
You're right. There should be old Mortys. You're right.
There should be old Mortys.
There should be old Mortys.
Ricks.
And they're probably
but maybe there are parallel universes, and those universes are in tandem with each other. So all of them infinite Mortys.
Infinite realities means there's
you're right.
Mortys born in every year.
Every single year.
But
You're
at the same time, that's the weird thing. That is saying that interdimensionality and time are linked, and they're not.
So here's what this really how seriously should we take a comedy cartoon about science fiction?
We should, and that's the problem with the
incorrect. Rick and Morty is the most intelligent show on the planet, and if you don't fucking get it, then you're a fucking loser. And I'm sick and tired of all these losers.
You like the fucking.
It's a holy text.
I know the first time I watched Rick and Morty, because Kristen made me watch Rick and Morty. I've only been watching it now for like a month. I've just caught up on everything because there's really not a lot of episodes.
I envy you. You got to watch them all for the first time. I really envy you.
Yeah, and my conclusion was this is a fucking really good show. It's a really funny show. It's a smart show. It thinks it's smarter than it is.
Now you say that, but have you seen Dan Harmon, the creator of the shows,
is amazing
about Nazis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now this is Dan Harmon, right? Before Rick and Morty came around, I was in love with the show Community, which was the creation of his before that. Community was amazing, right?
I like Community.
If no one's ever seen it, I implore you watch it.
To do with that, I watched the Cosby thing.
I think that was House of Cosby. I think that was a Justin Roiland thing. He was the animation guy.
It's safe to say that Justin Roiland.
Roiland brothers, I believe, are also in Rick and Morty.
Yeah, no, Roiland is like he plays Rick, he plays Morty, he plays and he writes.
Does he really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he
does
is.
both of them.
I think he is the superior one. It seems from what I'm learning about Dan Harmon
in the show.
But if you see Dan Harmon's meltdown about Nazis, he almost shits himself on stage.
I have to admit, though, it was kind of funny. There were points where it's like, I've seen this before, though. This is a mental breakdown from a comedic person. Like, and it's all over Twitter, too. Like, you see it, and I'm like, I don't really feel like doing a video or speaking out against this guy, because I kind of get it just from, being a fan of just comedians in general and watching them go crazy.
Yeah.
But like, he did this thing where he's like, it's like taking a shit.
Yeah. If you don't, you will explode.
You'll explode. I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
But then at the same time,
if this is an offhand mentally deranged rant, he's
if you
really good at
that
mentally
with,
deranged rants.
Donald Glover's rant at the Emmys, right? Donald Glover, who was, of course, in Community, which was directed created by Dan Harmon. Then you start.
That I didn't know. I never knew that.
Bit of a, no, he went off on one, mate. He just went, oh, well, thank you, President Trump, for making black people the most oppressed people on the planet. And he's he was born into money.
Yeah.
Donald Glover, right? He has got a fucking rap career. He's got an acting career. And he stands up there and says he is oppressed.
No, he didn't say that. Though. What he said was worse. What he said was worse. He didn't say I'm oppressed.
11,000 subscribers, and you're oppressed.
He said black people are the most oppressed. And that is actually really offensive in and of itself, which is like, I'm sorry, but it's still brown people. It's kind of always been brown people throughout history.
I don't know, mate. I like the Asians. They're just keeping their head down. They're not causing a fuss. They're getting their work done, and they're getting ready to take over the Western world. You can't blame them.
Sounds like the Jews. I would have said the same thing about the Jews. They're taking over everything, aren't they?
Fucking Jews.
Zionist propaganda. But no, it's obviously like the Middle East is right over there, dude. We've been talking about it. I'm sorry, but I don't think black are currently the most oppressed in history. I think it's over there.
The thing is, no one's talking about Eskimos.
They seem to like it.
Yeah. What about the fucking Eskimo?
They seem to enjoy their shitty lives.
Up in the cold. Yeah, we love it. Winter's coming. It's already here, nigga.
Have you seen a documentary about Eskimos? They are happy. Eskimos are happy.
The environment tries to fucking freeze them to death all the time. If the environment hates anybody, it's Eskimos.
I gotta piss again. I'll be right back. I'm at that point.
He's at that point in his life where he's not having good bladder control.
No, you fucking faggot. I'm drunk. All right, I'll be back.
Dendro can't handle his booze. He's gonna.
Is he gone now?
He's running off every 10 minutes.
Apparently.
So anyway, what do you guys think about the whole recent event that happened?
In regards to what?
I was hoping you could come up with something. All I have.
Oh, is that what you did? You tried to set me up for something.
Yeah,
give me a perfect
that was
punchline?
a place filler.
A fucking place filler. You assume I'm able to. I'm fucking distracted here, my dude. I'm trying to.
Drunken Uncle's is supposed to be good at this. What happened this week?
Holy
Drunken Uncle has stepped away. Samaj, Jesus Christ. What do you think about Puerto Rico and all of those brown people drowning?
Global population goes down. I think that's overall a good thing.
Okay, so Samaj supports brown people dying. We'll add that to the Zephanorian style notebook.
Is that what's going on here? Oh my god. Fuck. No, there's nothing much else going on. Inktober starting up, so I'm getting ready for that.
I have no idea what that is.
What is that?
Some artists out there want to do a little challenge. So every October, he sets up this thing called Inktober. So every single day, you have to do one drawing. Inktoberfest, exactly.
Every single day of October.
Yeah, every single day, draw up a new picture. Make sure it's done with ink. So I got my sketchbook ready. I got my ink.
I'm expecting like 31 schmeckle pictures.
No. Although
I want a plumbus.
Here's the thing: the guy, he runs his little competition. He has this new list every single year. You could do that, or you could do your own. I saw what my friends are doing, and this one girl, she's doing Monster Girls. No, every single day.
He's lying. He has a friend that's a girl. I don't believe this story.
Yeah, I believe it or not, I know more women than I know guys. That's why I have to be careful boy what I say. You know what? At a convention, I actually said the word.
You're the constant friend zone.
Perpetual friend.
No, here's the thing. Even if they were single, I wouldn't fuck them.
What's that new term they're using? It's not MGTOW, but incel or something like that.
I think it's traditionally called power. I think it's
what you telling me? MGTOW have got a new term,
a new thing. There's a spin-off to MGTOW.
I don't think it needs to be a new thing.
It's
look,
incel, involuntary celibate.
All right, that's a little bit
right.
Like incels who admit that it's not a choice.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Mostly, I just say it's because I live in Canada, and if I try to even remotely ask a girl out, I could end up in jail.
Hang on. I want to read this to the. Maybe they already know. The chat already knows.
Samaj, that's a lame excuse. I live in Canada, and I only went to jail twice for asking the missus out.
A frustrated virgin. Hold on. I'm gonna read this. Shut up.
What?
A frustrated virgin who feels as if the world owes them sex. A self-described. They actually self-describe themselves.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing.
Before we lost our virginity, we just lied about it.
Call yourself that.
Yeah, exactly.
If you call yourself that, then you're saying that you're involuntarily celibate. You're saying, yeah, I can't get fucking laid.
That's the difference between me and them, you see, because they can't get laid, and I just take it.
There you go.
I've been technically raped before by the SJW standard of what rape is.
Oh, someone looked you in the eye.
Well, no, hold on. You can't apply it.
Fair point.
You're
Fair
a
point.
man.
Yeah. I forgot about that element.
You forgot you have a penis.
No. I mean, by their standard, they talk about unwanted sexual advances, or the woman who just sort of goes okay just to get it over with.
Well,
they consent, but they're inside. They don't consent.
No. I've been raped before too. I once had sex. Well, not once, but I've had sex while drunk.
I've had sex just because she was being sexually aggressive, and I just was all right. Fuck.
Can we put this in a scenario, Eddie? Right. For instance, I've got a shop next door to my flat. Right. When I go in there, there's a certain shopkeeper who is gay, right? Very openly. Well, I say very openly.
That's terrible. I can't believe
he's only been very openly gay towards me in the past couple of weeks. So I go in there now, and they're Indian. It's a corner shop. So I walk in there, and I go, "All right, bud," and he goes, "Hello, bad boy." Am I getting raped?
Is he gay, or does he think he's saying rude boy and like identifying with like the gangster rap?
He's gay. I've gone in that shop when it was in the summer. I've gone in with a wife beater before, right? And he said something to his boss in Punjabi. I speak Punjabi.
Why?
And the boss actually just went.
No, I want to change the direction of this story and ask you why you speak Punjabi.
I'd first like to say he should not have said that. That's a very, very offensive thing to say.
Oh, you speak Punjabi as well, then?
I do.
Yes, disgusting.
I know.
God damn. I'm
in for some tobacco. I came out feeling as though I needed a shower. But he says that to his boss, and the boss, who is not gay and has got a wife and kids, but still won't be gay. He said, "Oh, very nice build, very lean." And I'm like, "What the fuck is going?" I came in for some tobacco, and I'm getting pimped out.
Yeah, it's not good when the boss responds, but a 16-year-old boy, but fuck.
Especially when he puts emphasis on that second That's where it really kicks off.
Jeez, these are. Why do you frequent this store? These people are filthy.
It's right next door to me. But I'll tell you what, I don't frequent it anymore because they're meant to be open until half past midnight. Half past midnight every day. That's when they shut. And I went down there last night to get some tobacco, and it was 1:15 midnight. Right, it was 15 minutes past midnight, and they were shut. And there was people outside the shop kicking the fucking shutters. Right, they pissed a lot of people off. I ain't going there again. That, and of course, one of the guys who works there is really into me.
Yeah.
Violent.
It's scary. I go in for a pint of milk, mate, not to be molested.
Well, I have the opposite scenario where, like, the gas station, the convenience store that me and Kristen go to all the time, one of them seems to be quite into me, and it makes Kristen angry, and I love it. It makes me happy. It makes me so happy. I love it.
It's different when you got a missus with you, isn't it? Yeah. Because you're like, look, I've not got a missus with me. I've not had a missus for a long time. Yeah. I did go into that shop when I did have a girl with me, and she was all up on my arm and shit, and they didn't say shit. But
well, what I'm talking about is also
like, hey, how are you? Very lean.
It's also a woman. It's not a gay guy. So, I mean, that helps.
No, see, there was this chick at the liquor store who was into me, and now the missus does all the liquor shopping, which is much more convenient for me.
You should be
one out in that situation.
She doesn't. Kristen doesn't get a choice. I'm going where I'm going, and I'm definitely going.
I'll still go to the liquor store if I want to, but I don't really want to. If she's
all I'm saying is, I like putting her in that situation. Like I'm like, haha, people still want me. I still got it. You remember that, you piece of shit.
I don't give a fuck about putting her in that situation. I'm younger than her. She knows. She knows.
How old is she? How old's your missus?
She's only a year older, but
okay, all right. It would be very rare to meet someone who is with a woman who is like significantly older. Like the age gap between Kristen and I.
You say that, but look at the Prime Minister of France.
I don't know anything about the Prime Minister.
Yeah, that's not
Macron, mate.
Not something that's to this side of the world.
Macron married his teacher from school.
Oh,
and
that's a fantasy.
Prime Minister.
That's a straight fantasy, though.
French. So French.
No, I knew a guy that went back and he had sex with the principal's wife years after we graduated. like not years. Only been out of school. I guess.
Oh no, years. Tommy! I don't. I'm looking at chat. Tommy said, "Come on, Ed. You know you want a cougar." No. I'm an old man now. I understand why I don't want a cougar.
Because they'll be older than you.
Nobody wants a cougar.
No. I'm no. Well, I mean, there is that.
There is that oxygen tank.
I'm at the age where women who are older than me are already losing their shit. So
even
that's
quite literally losing their shit.
Some of them. But
I was working at a bar, and one of the other chicks, this would have been 17. One of the other bartenders was this 40-year-old chick with huge fake tits, Botox, all that type of typical. Cougar.
She made a lot of tips, is what you're saying.
Yes, lots of tips. And she was like, yeah, once you turn 18. And it's like, no, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Once I turn 18, I think I should know fucking better. Thank you, love.
Hey, you're in your fucking 40s. I'm going to go ahead, fucking 18-year-olds when I'm 18.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, though. To be honest, this is whole thing of when women get older, they disgust us. And they do. They're disgusting as they get older. And when men get older, we're adorable. But at the same time, an older woman, an experienced woman to a young man is an attractive thing.
No, I get the idea of experience.
Yeah, but it stops. See, that's
also the whole idea.
There is a line. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's a line.
And I'm not sure at 40 I'll want to fuck 40-year-old women.
And that line is around about where the sag passes.
Yeah. Well, no, we're talking about
hers were big and fake, but you knew if she didn't have the implants, they'd be like reaching her belly button.
I don't think there's a single, and I know this will offend some. I don't know how many women are actually in your chat, but it would offend a lot of people who watch me.
Oh, women don't watch it.
Women over 35 are always fucked up if they're single. If they're single, they're broken, and chances are they're broken anyway. But I mean, if they're single, that's a red flag that they're broken. You need to date younger.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're dating a 35-year-old who's already with someone and you're trying to steal them away, their vagina is destroyed.
I do have to clarify, if there are any women listening, that also goes for men who are in their 40s and still
not necessarily
dating.
They're
usually not doing well.
Nope. It's hashtag all women, hashtag some men. But it is definitely hashtag all women. Every single woman.
I'd say if you're actively dating in your 40s, you fucked up somewhere.
Physically. I'm talking about there is something there is some psychological damage that has occurred. And women are very easy to break psychologically.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I guess
I
men,
count on
it might be more, they just couldn't fucking...
It might just be a regular sort of, I'm done with women. Like, I think that's a reasonable thing to happen in your 40s.
No, I'm talking if you're still actively dating in your...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, things happen. But, yeah... I think men can get away with that without psychological damage. I've never met a woman who wasn't some kind of fucked up after all that.
There's a lot of women are pretty much social animals. They need social interaction. They always need a partner of some sort, and they kind of need to do that. Guys are isolationists, so like we can get by without it. Problem with that is that you actually have some deteriorating health if you don't have someone in your life.
Taking care of you. Taking care of you like a little baby. That's why I got Kristen. That's what she's for. She takes care of me like a little baby.
Yeah, let's admit it. That's what I mean. I have my missus because me and the missus have a baby. But
I'm telling you, when you're.
But if it weren't for the baby, fuck her.
No, if it weren't for the baby, I'd still keep her around to take care of me.
Because
is she listening? Do you have to say that? Do you need help?
No, she went to bed. I'm saying this because she's not here.
You're younger than I was when I reached that revelation, but the revelation is that there are so like once you get past being like so psyched about sex because you're young and hormonal and crazy, or because you've been too deprived from it that once you finally get sex, you're all about it. But like once you get over that hump, LOL hump. But once you get over that hump, there's the reality that I'm a man. I am a piece of shit by nature, and I need somebody to take care of me because I'm not going to do it myself. I'm going to drive myself into the ground if I don't have somebody.
It's not even so much I'm a man part. It's it's just I'm
a man.
Someone else needs to do it.
There is a sort of masochism in masculinity.
I'm not going to take care of myself. So for survival,
why not just start taking care of yourself?
Drunken uncle.
I don't trust a man who can do it by himself.
Drunken uncle, but I don't think you understand the depths of how much a person can drink.
I don't think. Oh, you got me fucking kidding me.
No, that's not a good way to take that. Schmeckle.
I've drunken myself into such a depth that I've come up with a revelation that I don't need fucking anyone.
Yeah.
No, what a liberating. And obviously, I don't actually require the misses, but it makes it a hell of a lot easier.
If you actually,
it makes it easier. Yeah,
if you want to live longer, that's the reason you stay with her. It's not because of the sex.
If you live longer, mate, do you know women live longer than men? Do you know why? Because they fucking drive us to the grave.
Well, there's two reasons.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna sober us up here a little bit. There's two reasons.
But that's not how it works.
Well,
no, you can't. No, I reject this sober us up idea. This terrible idea. But here's the thing. Let me get this out, and then I'll let you talk. I'm gonna get this out because I'm thinking about it. They drive us to our grave. They drive us to our grave. You say that, but married men live longer for a reason. It's because they keep us nice and healthy. Because they treat us like babies.
Married men live longer for a reason because of kissing. Kissing involves different fucking not antibodies, but different fucking enzymes coming into the bloodstream.
You can go with that fucking pseudoscience shit, and then you can go with the fact that people who are married generally have someone else at least partially taking care of them.
Yeah,
like a mistress.
They don't have to take care of themselves all by themselves. They have somebody else also contributing to that.
That's fine. It works for some and everything, but what is wrong with looking after yourself? And to be honest, on top of that, how are you ever going to attract a partner? How are you ever going to
try to rationalize your MGTOW ways, drunken uncle?
But I'm definitely not a MGTOW, mate. I got my eye on a girl who works in a chicken shop across the road. Like, seriously.
Fuck yeah, girl in a chicken shop. You're right.
It's great to take care of yourself.
How are you ever going to attract a partner if you can't look after yourself?
You have to look after yourself to a degree. But here's the thing. Me looking out for myself is working myself to death.
Exactly.
And she helps with that.
Yeah, I'm about to say way, actually, Eddie, at the moment, to be honest. I've just...
Yeah.
Not
sounds like
not,
it.
not a lot of
Look at it this
social
way.
influence at the moment. I'll throw myself into work.
Exactly, and you'll kill yourself that
Well,
way.
here, guys are
For
men.
the first year, my kid was alive.
Men are more.
I worked 60 hours a week, every week.
You realize your kid's gay, don't you?
Right.
Yeah, my kid, actually, there have been some signs.
Yeah.
Well, men are prone to actually are prone to be pretty much workaholics for many evolutionary reasons, but also men are like the only sex that
It's
actually
societal too. It's societal too. I know we give
yes,
the feminists a little bit of a bone, huh?
No, I mean
It's
there
not
are.
even, like, just working constantly to make the money for my kid.
Mhm.
I mean, you become addicted to it though. It's like level grinding in a video game. You become addicted to making that money.
Oh no, I totally agree with that. Especially when you're going to consider it to the likes of the financial requirements that some females expect you to have. You have to have a car. You have to have a house.
Yes.
Something like that. So it's like, look, until I reach those points, I am not able to date women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I never had that issue. Like I said, I knocked one up.
Yeah, but
I had the car, didn't have the house.
Lucky bastard! You're out of your fucking mind, lucky bastard. This guy's in hell.
Yeah, I'm just going to disregard anything you say, mate, because you are coming from the depths of perdition right now.
Yeah,
No.
I'm coming from a bad place.
What do you know? You have no choice in anything. If your missus says, I want my kid to start dancing, your kid's going to start dancing, mate. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
My kid will never start dancing. She's very.
Your kid's dancing.
My kid is probably a midget.
Mate, fuck off. It's whacking out a fucking ball step change right now.
I don't know what those words.
It's a dance move.
Combined them.
Oh, was that even English? I can't even know.
I don't know. I love drunk streams, dude.
Did not make a coherent sentence.
Drunk streams are my favorite streams
for people on this side of the world.
No. Fact is, right. If you're gonna let a woman into your life and you say, "All right, I'm gonna let you have a little bit of jurisdiction over that part of my life," and it's only a little square. You give me a little square just to make her happy. Nah. Fucking a year's time, that square is going to have fucking doubled, tripled, whatever, mate. They're going to take over your life. This is what, right. I always have a girlfriend. I always had a girlfriend growing up, right? You ask any of my friends, I've always had a girlfriend. The longest I went without a missus was 5 fucking weeks. I would always go from one to the other. Yeah, until I hit until my latest one, which, to be honest, really fucked me up, and I'm reeling from it now.
Yeah, we can tell.
It's been 4 years since we broke up, but she fucked me
Jesus
up
Christ.
bad.
Yeah, well, that's a common story.
Wait. Hey, Dindro, shut the fuck up for a second. Drunken Uncle, can we hear that story?
Oh, that was it.
No, don't dig too deep.
But no, I won't go too deep because I don't want people on the internet and the world to know my story. But the fact that at the moment,
needless to say, women are terrible, and go MGTOW. Everyone in chat, go MGTOW.
I'm really enjoying being single at the moment. This is the only time I've really been single, and I can go to sleep
That's good
when I want.
because I've heard this story a lot. I have a friend who did the wrong thing when he got single for the first time in a long time. You gotta spend some time single. It is. You have
to. You should also make peace with it as well. Yeah. You have to.
You should also be banging a bunch of chicks.
Yeah. Oh no! Don't get me wrong, Eddie. I get mine, mate.
Yeah,
I get mine. We're all good.
The only reason to enjoy being single is like the variety.
No, you got to understand. I'm talking about being single, not having a significant other, not celibacy.
Exactly. Yeah. As long as we made that clear, as long as you're taking care of your mental health.
I didn't think I had to make that clear, to be honest.
Well, of course you do. From the sound of your voice.
Nobody knows. The automatic assumption when you're on the internet is that you never get laid. That's just. I
suppose that's really true, isn't it? Yeah. Fair enough.
Do you know who David Coughlin is? Do you know who fucking David Coughlin is?
Is it a virgin?
Do you know who he is?
No.
I'm going to tell you he is a virgin. He must be. He's the guy who fucking raged about Lacey Green being like, shut the fuck up, Lacey Green, or whatever. And he's supposed to be a comedian or something. And he's friends with the Christy Winters group and all of them. And they defend him.
Christy Winters, yeah, done. Fair enough.
He randomly shows up. He randomly shows up on my Twitter, fucking in my mentions, making some crack about me. In my mentions, can you believe it?
Your own mentions.
How can I even find this in my own timeline? I tweet too much. But yeah, he fucking made some really fucking lame high schoolish kind of joke about me not getting laid, and I was like, dude, I'm in a fucking committed relationship. I'm trying to stay away from her as much as that's what it was. He was like
tweeting you while I am balls deep now.
No, I don't take that angle. I'm too old. I'm too old to be impressed by sex.
Oh, I put her on all fours. It might be easier.
Like the whole thing is like he made this childish little thing. Oh yeah, that's right. I made a thing about everyone being sexist to some degree. And I actually said everyone is sexist because men and women are too different to ever fully get along. So yeah, everyone's sexist. Like I agree with the sentiment that everybody is sexist, just not for the reason that you do. And he retweeted me. Yeah. I've never talked to this fucking cunt in my entire life. He retweeted me, and he was just like, "Well, to be fair, you don't have to worry about or being sexist requires that you ever actually engage with a woman, so we don't have to worry with it." And I'm like, brother, I'm in a long-term relationship right now. I'm concerned with getting away from women.
Exactly.
I'm trying not to be near women. Like, it would have been funny if there was even a grain of truth to it. But yeah, the default perception of a person on the internet, especially a person that's saying things that are like that the other side deems sexist, is that you never get laid. Getting laid isn't all that fucking great, dude.
You know, it's a lot of work, isn't it?
It's physical activity. I've been smoking for a while. It's tiring.
I'm tired out. My lungs are burning. I don't want to do it again.
I just want to go gracefully into the light right at this point.
I just want to go to sleep. Will you leave me alone?
You cannot use high school tactics to fuck with me in my life right now.
No one here.
No. Obviously, it's dumb to use that as a form of attack. But
you know what pissed me off the most is you know how Woz Lee steals my little clown
no. Oh wait, I'm not going away from this topic. Have your sex drive really dropped that much? Is that what I have to look forward to?
Has I what?
No. The thing is, a male sex drive is the last thing to go when it comes to growing elderly. Like, even old men want it.
No, it's not the sex drive.
So why the fuck are you so disinterested?
Oh no, I'm not well, what I'm saying is the impact of a "you can't get laid" joke.
Oh yeah.
I'm not disinterested. I'm certainly less interested than I was when it was new. Like, sex is not an impressive thing.
Yeah. When you first do, obviously.
I can successfully turn down pussy and not feel like I'm missing out on something epic.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I'm not disinterested. I'm horny all the time. But the idea that you could use that jab, and he's supposedly somewhere around my age, like at what point are you pathetic? Like, at what point is the kind of jab that you're trying to take at me just a statement about yourself, that you still value pussy?
It's a reflection on himself, isn't it? Basically,
that you still value pussy in that way, and you're somewhere around my age. I get it if a 22-year-old is tweeting shit like that at me, because they're at that point in their lives, where sex is just like, gotta have it.
Oh, right. Okay, I'll get you. I don't know.
There's the whole.
Maybe in my case, right? For instance, I've spent the whole of my life chasing pussy, and sometimes I caught up with it, and sometimes they didn't realize I caught up with it. But either way, I caught up with it. But now I'm at a case where I'm just like, do you know what? I'm tired of fucking running. How about some pussy chases me for a little bit? How would that feel?
Yeah, I'm not really in that place. That's not actually how it worked for me. I've actually
no,
never
it's
had.
not how it works. That's how I've not been laid for like 3 months.
Yeah, true. But I will say how it worked for me is that I was actually, when I was younger, I would call myself actually very attractive, and now I would call myself fat and ugly. Like I went the opposite way that a lot of people do.
Well, no, that's the case. When I was young, like I usually got the pussy I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I never had a problem getting laid, but now I have a problem with the fact that my body is deteriorating. I'm looking at my fucking beer gut, and I'm like, where the fuck did you come from, man?
Nowadays, like, obviously, I've got the missus, and I've had.
So that's why I need the gas station girl. That's why I need her. I need her. I need the gas station girl. I need her to like to look at Kristen and say, "You can't do better. You've got. I still got it.
I want him. So you're doing good. Be jealous."
But yeah. I mean, like, so those insults are kind of funny to me because it's always like a reflection of that person. It's fucking. And when you watch his videos, I actually went to his videos, and he calls himself a comedian, and to me that is egregious. Screaming at Lacey Green to shut the fuck up as she's communicating that she just wants to talk to the other side. And you're like, you're on the side that values women and that wants to like respect women and bring them out of this oppression that you've created for yourself in your mind. But you're screaming at a woman right now on a YouTube video, telling her to shut the fuck up, and then nobody gives a shit.
That is a big difference.
You're telling a woman to shut the fuck up because she doesn't think how you do. Man,
that ain't gonna get you laid.
No, of course it isn't. One of the stories I tell when I'm doing this is that part of the reason I started YouTubing was because I fucking YouTubing. That sounds awkward. I started doing YouTube.
It's not bad.
When I'm doing this.
But when I'm doing YouTube, shit, now I'm fucking. Anyway, when I started doing YouTube, was that I dated a feminist, and it was horrible. It was like the word, but like they don't want the beta male cucks, whatever. I don't even say that usually, but I'm drunk. So the beta male cuck guy, you know, the guy who's just like, I'm a male feminist. They don't want that. They are immediately attracted to a guy like me who was already, when I started dating her, fuck feminism. And she was like, I'm a feminist. And I'm like, whatever.
Well,
that turned her on. That made her attracted to me. She was attracted to me because I was against.
I've never had anything like that because as much as when I was younger, I liked the dumb girls. You know,
I get that.
Pretty dumb.
Or just
I didn't when I was younger. I didn't when I was younger. I like the dumb ones now.
Feminism wasn't huge in high school, so I didn't run into it. Now that I'm older, I want a chick with, you know, at least half a brain. And
yeah, just half. Just half is fine. Don't go too far.
It's not going to work for that.
I do think that feminism is, for the most part, just projection. They keep saying that they don't like this, and this, but part of it's like, I think this is what you want. I think they did a survey from like most of them about like sexual fetishes, and most feminists have rape fetishes, and or rape fantasies in particular.
Most women have rape fantasies too. It's kind of normal.
Yeah, but when you see something like that, it's like you think the lady does protest too much.
Samaj, shut the fuck up for a second. Is that an actual thing? Most women have rape fantasies.
I don't know if it's most women, but it is a very, very, very common thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more or less. I wouldn't say it's more a rape thing, and more of a like they like guys who take charge and they like guys who are confident.
It would be very dangerous to take away from that women want to be raped.
I think women have the way society has gone so far. I think women have sort of lost what they like to see in guys. We made guys such, you know, polite, almost kind of cucked kind of guys.
And we haven't, though, not in the real world. Like, we haven't made guys cucked. Guys are still out there doing all the hard work, following the same. That's the thing. When we focus on the academic sphere, we focus on the media, we focus on the propaganda of feminism. Go out in the fucking real world and have a drink with some people. They're not out there. Like, I mean, the real world is full.
Especially living in like, I'm in Canada, where a lot of stuff is
hyper progressive.
But I live in a small town, and it's nothing like that.
Yeah, well, and I live in a big city, and I gotta tell you, almost every woman in this city scares the fuck out of me.
No, yeah, well, maybe
we
you
live
just
in a
need
town where we've got obviously our we have high schools, so obviously we've got our progressives that have come out of those high schools, but the majority of the town are like dumb people, but not hyper progressive. Like typical small town bullshit, not not fucking like commie shit at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, the last protest we had, we actually had Westboro Baptist Church people.
Ah, I love them.
And I mean, the response to that wasn't some huge SJW fuckfest. It was a couple guys carrying signs saying these guys are fucking morons.
My favorite Westboro Baptist Church moment was when they were protesting outside a fucking a soldier that was brought home from Iraq. Dead soldier.
Yeah.
And they were protesting outside the funeral, saying with the signs that said "God hates fags" and shit like that. And a guy just drove up in a truck and went, "Hell, I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying, but I don't agree with what you're doing. Hell, I might suck a dick just to piss you off."
Well, no, there was some.
I like that. I like that.
That guy was my legend.
Yeah, he's like, I hate fags too, but I'll suck a dick just to fucking get on your
I don't even like
This ain't how you do
I'll
it.
put one in my mouth if it fucks you off.
This ain't how you be a hateful bigot.
Soldier's funeral that they protested. That I think it was bikers that showed up and fucking made like a barrier between them and the funeral, basically.
Yeah.
And it's like the Westboro Baptist Church, obviously now that, what was his name? Fred.
The guy died. Yeah,
Fred
Phelps
dead.
Now they're all like
died down, but they were.
Yeah, but aren't they? Here's what I don't understand. Are they all going to the SJW extreme, like Megan Phelps did?
What did Megan Phelps?
Because Megan Phelps left the Westboro Baptist Church, and the next thing you know, she's hanging out with Anita Sarkeesian. It's like one cult she left to go join another.
Well, I could see it. I mean, if you've been brought up in one strict fucking ideology, you're gonna move to another, right?
Yeah, you start seeing in black and white.
Yeah, you want something with another code and set of rules.
She's the only person in the feminist frequency brigade that I actually feel any sympathy for, because of what she endured with that family. But yeah, I think it seems like a lot of them are going that way though too, right? Like she's not the only one.
Well, it's because they go as far away from what they were raised with as they possibly can.
So sorry to cut you off there, Schmeckle, but I gotta get going now because I got a text from my housemate telling me to shut the fuck up. I've told him to shut the fuck up, but basically I've got to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's a good time to end it actually because I gotta go too.
Stream. Everyone say something all at once, and